Hello and welcome back to the Higher Ed AV podcast live at ISE 2025. We are at the HETMA booth CS220 and I am joined with a friend from Panopto. Welcome.
How you doing?
So I'm going to let you introduce yourself to the listeners and let them know a little bit more about Panopto.
Yeah, hi everybody. My name is Scott Madsen. I'm the Vice President of Product Marketing and Strategic Communications at Panopto. But first of all, don't let that title fool you. I actually started my career as a K-12 teacher and spent many years at the University of Buffalo and as a Director of Technology at Syracuse University. One more fun fact, I actually still teach a class at the Whitman School of Management at Syracuse University, so I'm not just selling the solutions, I'm actually using all these solutions.
One of us.
That's right. Street cred.
Yes. Can you tell our listeners what they can expect to find at your booth this year?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, first of all, we're at 3 booths, which is great. So we are with great partners. So Wolfvision. You can find us at Panasonic, and you can also find us at Epiphan, right? So what they're going to find is we're going to be kind of illustrating the transformation of Panopto. So many of our higher ed customers know that Panopto has truly started as a lecture capture system, right? So in the early days, we were using either software or hardware recorders to capture content, and most of the time it was long form content, right? Then we morphed into let's integrate with like Zoom or Teams, and we're capturing long form meetings or online classes. So the next piece is what we're transforming into is starting to work into that digital lifestyle of the current student and the current viewer, which means we are going to be delivering short form, engaging, personalized videos for our users. So many of our customers and the network has seen that we invested in a company, a generative AI company, and now basically if you can type some text into AI in Panopto, it will turn that text into a video. So you're going to start to see us getting much more into, I will call it the engagement farming world, right? I have 2 daughters, one's in college, one's going to college next year, and I needed those, my daughters need to look up, and many of the students that I teach need to start looking up, and there's going to be technologies and tools that are going to enable our customers to do that, and some of it is generative AI tools, some of it is like personalized journey and branching in our tools and technologies, but I think the one thing, if you know Panopto, we're in a part of a transformation. We are changing from this long form lecture capture company and transforming in the right way for our customers.
Great. What do you want technology managers to know?
I think the biggest thing for me is, and you'll hear this from a lot of vendors, so I apologize, but I think it just works, right? After you set this up in a very integrated space, so I think you're going to find, if you look into Panopto, we are integrated with the system integrators like QSys, Crestron, for example. We are integrated with lecture capture platforms like Epiphan, or recorders like Epiphan, Panasonic devices, Wolfvision devices. So I want them to know that industrial strength infrastructure is there, and once they get that set up, integrated and onboarded, it's a set it and forget it type experience.
Great. And so what sort of feedback have you been getting from the higher ed space?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just a lot of excitement about the generative AI because we've all been through these disruptions over the years, right? So I think back, I have gray hair, right? So I think back when the internet actually started to get infused in education, right? And then when lecture capture happened, right? You're going to record lectures and the fear of nobody's going to come to class. And I still swear, students are still coming to class,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep.
Then social media came out. How are we going to deal with this on campus? And are we going to utilize this or not utilize this in mobile phones, right? So now we're in this era of AI, right? So it's a disruption. It is creating some friction, some fear, some excitement. And I think what I want them to know is that we are investing in AI because it's the right thing to do for our customers, but we're going to do it in a very mature and enterprise way, right? So we want to make sure that your information is protected, that your information is secure, just like it would be with your lecture capture content. So I think that is one of the things that we're going to really do is, I call it the adult approach and the mature approach to AI. It is not the Wild Wild West. We're going to control this and make sure that you feel very comfortable, the higher ed customers feel very comfortable with using our AI solution. And as a faculty member, I want to make sure my words are protected, right?
Yes.
Because that's my life's work as well.
Excellent. So that all sounds great. Remind our listeners one more time the 3 places where they can see Panopto on the show floor.
Yeah, great. So again, you can see us at the Wolfvision stand, you can see us at Panasonic Connect stand, and also you can see us at the Epiphan stand. These are all great partners, industrial strength partners that you can depend on with great support.
And for our friends who couldn't make it to the show this year, how can they find you online?
Yeah, just go to panopto.com and there's tons of information there. We're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, and all the social media platforms.
All right, great. We know that you're probably trying to wrap up your show and you have a lot going on, so we're going to let you go, but thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you so much.
Of course.